Now, with the game time and time winding down, Patty Mills didn't even get a shot off in time. This all happened at the end of this chaotic end of regulation with Kawhi Leonard on the bench. Kawhi also did not play the entire overtime period. And despite Kawhi not being out there, the Spurs did manage to win 110-107. So that didn't count. They'd win it in overtime. And here's Greg Popovich on his star player's injury.
He's had some issues, and you could tell just before they took a couple shots and he jumped off 1 foot. And he didn't want to come out, obviously, but we let him play a little while just to see what it was going to be like, but it was obvious that he couldn't go. And I think everybody else picked it up very well.
Obviously, Coach doesn't know the extent of the injury right now, but it was bad enough that he wasn't there at the end of regulation, did not play at all in overtime. If this thing goes 7, they could wrap it up in 6 and beyond. Can the Spurs actually win this series and potentially another series if Kawhi can't go?
They can't win another series, all right? I think it's an overreaction to think that they can even win this series.
Wow.
Think about who they lost earlier in the series. Tony Parker. So this was a game that, Houston was handed to on a silver platter. You got Kawhi Leonard out with injury, no Tony Parker. You got a game that's going at your pace, and the Spurs dictated the pace in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They had Houston take awful shots. They stalled them out. It was just, all of a sudden, Houston kind of just forgot everything that it did and started reverting back to all right, let's shorten the game and you got to play fast. You got to stick to your style of play.
It's the way you should be playing.
But he has to be pretty hurt because think about this. Spurs lose this game, and they go to Houston with a chance for the Rockets to wrap it up, to end the series. So for him not to be on the floor, you got to think, Dave, he was seriously injured.
I would think so, but you do think they can win one of these next 2 because they have 2 to play with now in this series. But beyond that, Golden State, forget about it.
I don't think either one of these teams could beat the Warriors. So at least there's drama. We're talking about an NBA series.
Yeah.
So at least the series has been fun to watch, unlike when the Warriors and the Cavs just dismantling everybody out there. But I don't know. You think the Spurs can win one without Kawhi? Who becomes your guy on offense?
It doesn't seem likely. LaMarcus Aldridge has to be that guy. Really, that's what you'd be down to, though, right? If you had no Kawhi in Game 6 and 7.
Can he eke out one win? I don't think
there's no way they can win a Game 6 in H-Town without him.
No, but now you got to wonder if he is banged up. Do you concede that game?
Yeah, I would.
I would too.
And if I can get him back for Game 7, put all the chips in that one basket.
That's exactly what I would do. I'd just wave the white flag in Game 6 and try to get him healthy enough for Game 7.